Hello there, and welcome to a session I'm calling Pressure Point Pilates. You might want one of these therapy balls, or a tennis ball, or a golf ball, or anything that will apply a little bit of pressure into your pressure points, into your muscles and meridians as we work through a Pilates program. So we're going to start on our back. Hands behind the knees, just rolling down. Your feet hip-width apart. So let's start with our therapy ball, just to one side, and the upper back around the shoulder blade area. We're going to open up the arms wide to the side, bring the feet as wide as the mat, and just start to drop the knees side to side. Knee sways as we allow that pressure from the ball to release tight stored tension through that shoulder blade area. You can add the look of the head to the opposite side that the knees are dropping to. And let's try one more time each side. Inhale, come back to center and just place that therapy ball on the other side, pressing into the shoulder blade rhomboid area. Open your arms to a T shape, bring your feet again mat width apart, and let's start the knee sways. You can go nice and slow. This feeling can be quite intense depending on how hard the ball is. If you like to add the head looking in the opposite direction, stay with your breath. And let's try 4 and 3 and 2. Wowzer. Oh, wow. And last time, come back to the center. Let's remove that therapy ball. And now we're going to place the ball just at the sacrum area, right in the center. So your hips will feel a little bit lifted from the ground. Feet are now parallel, hip width apart, arms by the side. Let's try some pelvic tilt. So drop the tailbone down. You'll feel how the ball rolls about an inch. And then lift the tailbone up to the sky. Minimal movement in the therapy ball. Now connect your breath. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tip the tailbone up. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tip it up. Let's try 3 more times. And 2. You feel like you need to adjust the ball in a different position. You, of course, may do that at any point. And now let's find the happy middle where you don't feel like you're arching or rounding the spine. You're neutral. And as you exhale, try to keep that ball in place as we float one leg to tabletop. Lower it down. Leg number 2. Lower it down. Stay centered. Stay connected to the breath. Keep the therapy ball in place as we slowly alternate from side to side. Now, can you keep this going with the legs and reach the arms up to the ceiling, palms facing in? And now we'll add a little bit of coordination so that the arm and opposite leg are lifting up to the ceiling, which actually means you're moving the same arm and leg at the same time, so that the knee and opposite arm are lifting up at the top of the move. Let's go for 3 and 2. Last one. Bring the arms down, lift the hips to move the therapy ball. And now we're going to bring it a little higher up the spine, between those shoulder blades. Hands behind the head. Now can you lean a little bit of pressure? I know it's quite intense. And then exhale, can you lift away from that stability ball? It's a very small, contained move. Inhale to lower into it and exhale to lift. Inhale to lower and exhale to try to lift away from the ball. Of course, you are staying in contact with that pressure point the whole time. Inhale down a bit, exhale, lift a bit. Try not to thrust the chin forward. 4, 3, exhale up, and 2, last one. Stay up here, just roll to one side to move the ball out of place. And let's find the very back of the head here. The therapy ball under the back of the skull, arms by the side. So this is just going to be a nice little move for us to practice our chin knot and to also get that pressure point in the back of the skull. So you're going to lift the chin up towards the ceiling and then draw it into the throat. It's a very small move. Inhale up and exhale, draw it into the throat. Now it's on the exhale, drawing the chin back towards the throat, where I want you to lengthen the back of the neck. Great move for you to think about when you're stopped at a red light, when you're driving, practicing a few of these chin nods. Let's go 3 and in and 2 and draw it in. Last time and in. Can you keep the chin nod and then just a little bit looking from side to side, like just a tad, a smidgen. Let's go one more time. Each side. And now remove that ball from behind the head. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's hold to the back of the legs here and do a little rock and roll coming up to a seated position. That's my therapy ball. Get your own therapy ball. Now we're going to look at the attachment between the hamstring and the glute muscle, and we're just going to bring that therapy ball just like you're sitting into that therapy ball on that insertion of the hamstring into the glute. We've got legs wide apart, flexing feet. If this is a lot of pressure, soften the knees. Let's open the arms to the side and visit our saw classical Pilates exercise. So we're going to twist and reach. Coming up, inhale tall and twist and reach. Inhale tall. Try not to do this with the arms only. It's actually coming. Let's bring our fingertips to our ribs. Twist and then reach. Fingertips to ribs. The ribs are twisting. Folding over that leg. One more time, each leg. Twist. Back to center. Last time. Twist. And back to center. Let's place the ball just under the other upper hamstring area. And because this is quite intense, I'm going to keep the knees a little bit bent and the feet flexed. Keep the legs still. Reach the arms to the side. Not about the arms, it's about the center trunk of the body. Twist and then fold over that leg like you're trying to reach for the toes. Back to the center. Twist, reach, center. Twist, reach, center. Twist, reach, center. 3 more. Twist, reach, twist, reach. We actually have to do 2 more to make it even. Twist, exhale. And last one here. Sit tall and twist and reach. Back to center. Okay. Woo, remove that ball. Take the legs a little bit wider if we can, and let's inhale coming up and exhale folding over the legs. Whether your elbows are up or you're dropping the elbows down, we're going to find just the pressure point and the padding of the thumb area. We're just going to draw little circles while we hold the stretch and flex the feet. Breathe into those inner thighs. I'm going to draw circles one direction for about 8 times and then the other direction. Sometimes you can feel some snapping or clicking. Click, click, click. It's releasing toxins and tensions. Let's switch it over to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flex those feet a little bit more and let's switch the direction of the circling. Inhale, let's come up with the shoulders on top of the hips and bring the feet together into a butterfly, just holding the ball between the palms and then just doing those. I'm actually going to interlace the fingers and just roll the ball between the padding of the thumbs. As you breathe and sit tall. Ooh, crunchy. Great. Let's keep one leg folded forward. Take your other leg and fold it back behind you like a mermaid stance or positioning with the legs. The side that your legs are on is the side that the ball is going to be on. That same idea of pressure points in the hands. We're going to take our other arm and reach it up and overhead as we press down into the ball. Little press and pull. Little press and pull. Exhale, press and pull. Let's go for 3 and pull. And a 2. Last time, let's keep the legs where they are, but switch the hand that has the ball and let's reach away. Draw it back and press it away. Try not to lose the ball, so don't put so much pressure that the ball pops away from you and runs away. It's actually a great technique to learn how to use your core, center of the body, instead of your arms, because you can't use that bottom hand so much. More side body, less arms and hands. 2 more. Last one. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Great. Come back to the center and just switch the direction of the legs with the ball over the same side as the legs and feet. This is actually the more difficult side to lean into those legs. Stretch the other arm up and overhead and just press and draw it back. And usually you'll notice one side has less range of motion. Stay with your breath. Small incremental motions, movements here. 3, da 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 da, and 2, ba-dum, ba-ba, and 1. Keep the legs. Switch the ball to the other hand. Stretch up and overhead. Sending it out and in. Light pressure and shoulders down. A long neck. Relax the legs. Let's try 3. And let's go 2. And 1 last time. What a great way to learn how to correctly recruit the core muscles to do the mermaid. Let's come down onto our side body. Now, there's a lot of tense muscles on the outside of the leg and the hip, the IT band. So you might need to modify. We're going to just drop to the elbow, placing the ball underneath that bottom leg. So I've got it quite close to the knee. You could have it higher up onto the hip. Try not to have that top hip rolling back. It's almost actually impossible. Hold on, let me see. Oh, wow. Okay, so I've stacked the hips, and now the pressure is really poignant in the bottom leg. So I'm just going to take a little breather. You can keep this top hip down for support. You can always rest it on the hip, but I need the support. Take the top leg up, point the toe. Now, can you reach and stretch that top leg longer? Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, longer. 4, more abs in. 3, 2. Can you stay here and flex the foot and draw little circles? 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Rest it down. Okay. It's actually feeling better now because the muscle has relaxed a little bit. It wasn't so intensely, it was intensely resisting in the beginning, but now it feels a little better. Okay. So I'm going to switch it over to side number 2. I'm going to go lower towards the knee, but not on the knee. And I'm going to stay up on the elbow. Oh, wow. Yes. Get into these starting positions nice and slowly if you're using the therapy ball, because the muscles at first, they resist. Okay. Oh, geez, Louise. So try not to have the hip leaning back. I know it is so hard if you're using the therapy ball. I've got the other hand to the floor in front of me, drawing the abdominals up and in. Relax the shoulders. Let's take that top leg up. Let's pulse at 10, 9, 8, 7. Lift away from that bottom elbow. 3, 2. Stay here and flex the foot. Knees are facing forward. And let's circle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Yay. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to stay for another breath. I'm shifting my weight a little bit forward and back. Happy thoughts. Okay. And slowly coming up and out of that. Let's try the therapy ball just below the navel as we drop down into a prone position, exploring a swan. So not right on the belly button, just below. Oh, wow. Okay. So this area, obviously putting some pressure into our digestive system. So let's take a breath. Let's try not to clench our shoulders or neck. Let's keep some relaxation there. And I'm going to take the hands a little wider, the elbows a little bit wider, just to lower the chest down. Legs a little wider as well. Inhale. Exhale. We're either going to come up just to the elbows or lifting the elbows away from the floor. Lowering it down. Nose is hovering. And exhale. Looking forward on our horizon and lowering down. Stretch those toes back behind you as you come up. And lengthen it forward. This is getting better as I go. And Peeling it up. Try 2 more times. I'm going to bring the hands a little closer towards the body, and that's going to allow me to come up a little higher. A little bit more range of motion. Last one. Exhale. Let's look up. Let's look to the side and the other side and forward and return it down. Not bad. I don't mind that one. Let's try now the front of the leg. So not right on that hip flexor, just a little bit lower. And we're going to just stack the hands and rest the forehead on top. Try to make the hips even though one is going to feel a little hiked up higher, the one that has the ball underneath. That same side that has the ball, you're going to lift that leg. Not very high. Point the toes. We're just doing small increments here. Nice, contained, controlled movement. Soften the shoulders. Exhale and lift the leg. Keep the leg straight so the knee stays straight. So the thigh is also lifting. Breathing. Lengthening. Take your opposite arm, stretch it forward, hover the head looking down, and let's add the lift of the arm with the leg for the last 3, 2, and 1. Yay, not bad. Can we bend that knee and just pull the foot in for an inhale, exhale? I'm holding onto that foot and I'm just moving it, oh wow, from side to side. Just creating a little bit more sensation in the front of that hip and leg. And let's release and bring the ball over to side number 2. So just not right on that hip flexor, just below. Let's stack the hands. Lengthen the legs. Engage the glutes gently. Deepen the abdominals and then lift the leg. Abdominals and then lift the leg. Exhale abdominals and lift the leg. There is an order of events, a sequence of engagement. Less shoulders, more core. Keep that leg going and extend the opposite arm forward, hovering the head and neck and face as we lift the arm and opposite leg. Lengthen and lift. Go for 3. Little longer, 2. And finish that off here. Let's bend that knee, reaching back for the foot. Pulling the heel in. Take that breath. And then move the foot a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Small motion. Smooth and fluid motion. Couple more. Wow. Releasing that leg. Let's also release the ball. Pushing the hands to the floor, lifting the abs. Press yourself on up. Have a seat on your mat, therapy ball, just under the foot. I'm focusing on the arch of the foot towards the heel. Hands behind you and point the fingers towards you. Now, let's just do a little rolling, little pressure point activation in the bottom of the feet. Really nice to focus on this area to release tension in your low back from the arch to the heel. Now, can you keep the heel down, but you're pressing into the ball and the other foot is also pressing down? Can we lift the hips up? Inhale down with the hips and lifting up. Inhale down and lifting up. Let's go one more. Down. Now hold the hips up and stretch the leg that doesn't have the ball. Stretch that out forward. Hold and breathe. Try to keep those hips level and even. Or lift the leg up and down. Up and down. Two more. Up and down. Oh, wow. And lower it down. Let's switch the ball over to the other side. First, let's give the wrists a little shake, shake, shake. Okay. Hands behind us. And we're just going to start with rolling out. The ball at the bottom of the foot, between the balls of the feet, through the arch to the heel. Set up the fingers so they're pointing towards you. Soft elbows. Drop the heel, but keep the pressure of the ball at the arch of the foot. Bring your other foot to the mat. Let's exhale. Press down to lift hips up and down. Exhale up and down. Two more. Up and down. Last time, stay up here and extend that leg that doesn't have the ball. Check the hips. You can see if they're even or not. Try to keep them even as we add the lift and lower. Exhale, the lift and lower. Two more, the lift. And last one here. Wow. Lower that down. Shake out the knees, the hands, and the wrists. Let's go back to holding the ball and just rolling it around the palms, the patting of the thumb. Finally, we're going to finish with the ball just at the third eye here. So place it down on the mat and sweep your legs back behind you. You're going to go with a wider knee, mat width apart with the knees, and placing that third eye onto the ball. So you can keep the elbows down, palms down. You can extend the arms longer. And like we did earlier, we're going to do some chin nods. So reach your chin to the mat and then bring it back to the throat. Small move. Chin drop, chin nod. Chin drop, chin nod. Two more. Drop and nod and inhale and exhale. Stay here in the happy middle, not dropped, not nodded, but just in the in-between. And stay for another breath. Big inhale. Long letting go, exhale. Walking the hands back. Let's roll up through the spine. And thank you for joining me on this exploration of using the therapy ball within a Pilates practice. Until next time.